Hi, I'm Liz, and I'm in my 3B term of Mechatronics in the Faculty of Engineering, and this is what I do in a day. Well, right now I'm on a co-op term, so usually I roll out of bed at about 6:15, and I sit myself down in front of my computer for about an hour and program in C. And the only reason I do that is because I'm way too tired at the end of the day to do anything productive. Basically, I do that for as long as I possibly can, and then I make breakfast. So usually I make a breakfast sandwich because it's cheap and delicious. And then I do all the normal things like brush my teeth, put on my work clothes, and then I run out the door almost late every single day, but not quite. So I actually work in Stratford. I have to leave the house a bit early. I have a nice scenic drive though. I plan my day when I'm on a co-op term using an app called Notion. I really like it because it's cross-platform, so I can use it on my Windows laptop and my phone. I just put a bunch of to-do lists in there. I'm really bad at calendars and sticking to my plan of, I'm going to do this at 4:30. I just like a to-do list. Beginning of a school term, I will put all of the assignments that I have to do, all of the exams, and then as the term progresses, it will just disappear slowly until there is nothing left. So I work at an aerospace company. I'm mainly an electrical engineering intern. I've done some programming and some circuit board design, and now I'm working on electrical systems. All of these things are for different programs that they have, but the main ones are a lunar rover prototype and an amphibious vehicle. So I think that's a lot of fun. Apart from the work, there's a really good work culture there. It's fun because we just joke around with each other. There's a lot of collaboration. Yeah, so it's a lot of fun. I think people underestimate the importance of having a good work culture because it makes it so much easier to do your job and also just have fun. You're gonna be working somewhere for a third of your life, so you might as well like it. A while ago when I was looking for this job, I was in my 2A term and I didn't know very much about getting a co-op. I think it really helped to have all of my documents kind of prepared, like a cover letter and a resume, at least a baseline for all the jobs. So usually I spend 8 hours a day on school. About half of that is lectures and the other half is practice problems or projects. I think it's important to split it approximately that way because most of what you're going to need to do to learn the information is doing it. It's not a lot of memorization in engineering. When I was in school, it was a lot of studying in random places on campus or at friends' houses. I almost never studied at home. Anytime I went home, I was basically just falling on my bed and going to sleep. Yeah, my favorite place to study is in E7 actually. On the 4th floor, there's a whole bunch of booths and tables that you can study in, and we pretty much just camped there for all of midterms and finals. So I'm not in any organized social activities, but I just like hanging out with my friends in different areas. I really like going to Waterloo Park. It's the summertime now, so playing frisbee or a game or a spike ball or something is fun. Also, in the winter, Waterloo Park is beautiful because they have these light exhibits, so it's fun to just grab a hot chocolate and walk around there and feel like the holidays are coming. There's a petting zoo there as well, so we can visit the llamas. I mentioned that I work in Stratford. It's actually a really cute town. They have this river with a lot of swans on it. You can rent kayaks and paddle boats and canoes. So sometimes after work, I'll go do that with my other interns. So usually I leave work at about 5 or 5:30 and I have the long drive home. I actually have an old convertible car. So if I feel like treating myself or it's a nice day, I'll put it down, take the long way home. And then when I get home, I'll make dinner. Usually it's like tacos or a sandwich or something like that, something easy. And I'll make extra so I can have lunch the next day. After that, maybe go out for a walk, go visit a friend, go to Williams and sit down for a little bit. Then when I get home, if I have enough energy, I'll bake something. Recently I've made carrot cake, which was delicious. Very happy with how that turned out. And also oatmeal raisin cookies, which lots of people just tell me that they suck. They don't suck. Oatmeal raisin is wonderful. So at pretty much the very end of the day, I like to FaceTime my parents, and it really helps with the homesickness. So I'm from Calgary, so There's a 2-hour time difference, and I only see my parents every few months. When I first came to Waterloo, that was obviously an adjustment, but now it's pretty comfy, and Waterloo's another home for me. At the end of the day, I know that it's the end of the day because I turn off all of the overhead lights in my apartment, and I turn on my fairy lights, which I know is very basic of me. Maybe a salt lamp. I don't know, there's something about orange light that just makes me happy, makes me calm, makes me want to fall asleep. And that's what I do in a day. So in general, I'd say don't sweat the small stuff. Life is pretty short, and it's important to have balance and have fun. When you're coming here, I know that it's going to be stressful and there's going to be a lot of classes and it's going to be a transition. Just cut yourself some slack. Don't worry, you'll get through it. You'll figure out what you need to do to succeed. Even though it's mechatronics, we're not robots, so we need to do things that humans need to do, like get good sleep, eat, have fun, and just have a good life. Should learn how to cook. Should learn how to cook. It's an important life skill.